Hi, everybody, and now to a Fox Business Alert. Overnight, world markets taking a huge hit, with China's biggest market down more than 8%, wiping out all gains for the entire year.
And this right on the heels of last week's stock market tank here in the United States, with U.S. stocks seeing their biggest drop since 2011.
So what does all that mean for you and your wallet? Stuart Varney's here, getting set to host Varney & Company in a couple of hours. Stuart did a special last night. This is huge news. What do the futures say first, and what kind of day we're going to have today?
9:30 Eastern Time, 3 hours from now, the stock market opens here, and the Dow, at this moment, if it opened now, will be down 400 points. Let's not forget, the Dow was down 1,000 points last week, so we're following on from that with another big loss first thing this morning.
So we're getting close to 10% down, right?
Very close to 10% down, yes.
And then when it's 10%, that is considered a correction.
That is correct. That's a kind of a technical term. Look, we're following China's lead.
Sure.
Let's be clear here.
Why?
China's down 8%, and there's real concern that the Chinese authorities have lost control of their market, lost control of their economy, and that they're not being truthful about their economy
Why
in
are
the
we
first
happy
place.
about that? Why does it affect us negatively?
Because all those American companies which sell big in China will not be selling as big in the future. Look at Apple. Apple gets a big chunk of its revenue from China sales. China's sinking. Apple stock has gone from $130 a share. This morning, it'll probably open below 100. That is a very big loss for a big stock.
One of the other big issues you say is we're not even sure if we can trust their numbers. What do you mean by that?
They say that they're growing at 7% or 6.8% is what they're saying. Widely distrusted. More like 2% maybe.
Okay, so while it looks bad, you know, if you were going to get out of the stock market today and retire, maybe not a great day. You might just want to stick around for a little while.
Yes.
But there are some rays of sunshine, you say.
Yeah, I think, look, there's a couple of hidden positives here. Number one, the price of oil is coming way, way down, which means the price of gasoline is going to come way, way down.
How low will it go?
$2 a gallon by Christmas, probably,
Whoa.
and a big drop coming in about 3 weeks. Okay, that's a big deal. For everybody watching this program, you'll all get more in your wallet.
And interest as well, right?
Interest rates are tumbling. That means your mortgage rate is going to come down. You're about 3.95% on a 30-year fixed. That's going to come way, way down. That's good news for homeowners.
Stuart, I heard they were ready. The stimulus is stopping. We were basically out of money to print, and we heard that the interest rate was supposed to go up in September. Larry Summers among the people who say that would be a huge mistake.
And he's right. It would be a huge mistake to raise interest rates in the middle of this kind of market turmoil. That would be a big deal. Look, let me outline one other big problem for America. We don't have a plan to get out of this. What are we going to do if our economy slides? You can't print some more money. You've printed $4 trillion already. You can't lower interest rates. We're at zero. And what are we going to do? Are we going to lower corporate taxes, lower individual taxes? This administration's not going to do that. They want to raise taxes. We don't have a plan to get out of this.
Well, let's see what happens when the stock market opens. It's going to open down. How far will it go?
About 400 points down at the opening bell.
Okay.
Or more than that, not going to say.
But, of course, it matters where it closes, and that gives us
That's
an
the
idea.
point.
Varney & Company launches at 9.
We do.
We'll be
Thank you very
watching.
much.
Thank you.